you doing today?
Stuff. I got a new shirt.
Is this the same shirt as last shirt, except it says something different?
Yeah, but
now?
it's what I originally wanted.
And it's smaller, so it's a little bit more wearable.
Now it doesn't go into my armpits.
Sorry to everyone else who bought the other shirt.
What else are we doing?
What are we doing today, Matt?
What are we doing today?
Matt's
Yeah.
fact checking today.
Oh man, I'm doing fact checking. I'm doing fact checking. No, we're doing Ken's wife's Bronco. Which is
Where's
rad.
Lucy?
She's at home with 3 kids and 3 dogs in her own business.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like a cop out that like she didn't want to do a burnout. Whatever. It's fine.
She kept
I'm calling her
trying
out.
to-
I'm calling her
She
out.
didn't understand the film permit thing that you have to deal with nowadays. She kept asking it to move it to tomorrow, and I kept trying to explain schedules and stuff. She didn't want to listen. No, she wants to do the burnout. She's actually mad that one of us are doing it.
One of us?
Yeah, she'd
Me.
be less mad if you do it. She doesn't like it when I drive her Bronco.
Let me ask a question. Would she be even less mad if we let this guy do it?
Oh,
Do what?
she loves hers.
You might get to do the burnout in Bronco.
With pleasure, Lucy.
Because it might be a marital situation for
Yeah.
them. You know, they're very competitive. Both race.
If you break it and it's
No,
a problem, if I
anytime
break it, it's okay.
Anytime I drive it, I get by. I'm driving her car. You know what I mean?
Well,
She's very protective of the Bronco.
I'm happy to drive it if it's okay. I mean, it might not end the way that any of us want it to end, but
I don't suggest actually trying to do.
no spinny stuff.
I
I haven't.
I mean,
No.
Let's go outside and take a look. You haven't seen it.
If you wreck the truck, it's even worse than hitting you with a burnout.
I won't wreck it.
And this is that footage we cut back to, where it says I won't wreck the truck. And rewind to this point right here.
I walked right into that one. Yeah, I jinxed myself. I can see why you don't want me to do donuts.
Well, how did this even come about?
Well, it came out that my wife actually has good taste. So, working on stuff for the future, going back to racing some stage rally next year. So, we actually got her an R2 this year, a Ford Fiesta R2. Front wheel drive, 3-cylinder turbo, 1000cc, very fun grassroots car that she'll start racing next year. And then we were talking about a fun daily driver for her. And some of her girlfriends in Park City, our hometown, have some older Broncos, so she wanted a Bronco. And I was like, good idea. So, of course, she wanted something sort of a bit more basic, and I was like, look, when it involves something like a Ford Bronco, we have to get involved and make this a little...
Basically, you're like, we're not a basic family. That's just not how we do things. We can't just get like someone else's Bronco and drive it. No, we have to make it scary.
She picked out the year, the styling of it. My team worked on, the specs and working with my sponsors, like Toyo and Ford Performance to put together a very good package that I could be happy with on sort of our team side with, you know, our partners and actually making sure everything's safe and works very well. But on her side, it had the look and styling of everything that she wanted. Of course, convertible. There is no top for this thing. This is a summer only in the mountains.
Oh,
plain
weird.
convertible.
Weird, because you let me drive it in the winter when it was like 4 degrees out. First off, when you get asked to drive a car in a heated house, you don't think about what is ahead of you for, how far is the drive to the office? Like 5 miles,
8
maybe?
miles, maybe.
Yeah, 8 miles, which doesn't sound that long unless it's 4 degrees out and there's no windows, no nothing.
All right, you're exaggerating. It was 8 degrees.
Oh, me with the hyperbole over here.
Yeah,
So,
this looks pretty OEM. Like this
5-liter Coyote
It
motor.
looks like it came this way.
If it came this way last year. Look under the hood of Ashley's F100. That's what it normally looks like.
Okay,
under
that
here.
makes a lot more sense.
So this would have came with probably like a 360 or 390 FE big block motor, which probably made like 190 horsepower at most.
And I'm not surprised that you know that.
What year is this? 60s?
No.
Matt's only good for one thing, and that's getting us banned from car.
Oh man, yeah, car rental places, yeah. Actually, this isn't for a rental. I could totally
Free Matt.
free go.
Brian, how much horsepower?
It's like 450, or how much is that? If it's like in the 400 range, what's that? It's 420, right?
Yeah, 420.
It's always 420. 420, 69 pounds of torque, 13 inches of travel.
How else are you going to spend these things? You can't spend these things otherwise. How's
So-
the power delivery on Lucy's Bronco?
Delayed. As in, you hit the throttle and you're like, wow, that's not good. Ah! And then it just kicks you in the ass.
Like
the
the-
craziest thing.
It's usually downshifting like one.
No, it like downshifts. It doesn't downshift one gear. You're doing like 40 in like third gear, and it's like, you know what you need? You need first gear right now because you gave it a centimeter of throttle and it's icy out. I think what you really wanted was first gear.
Is that is that because of all that stuff?
And then the entire time you're just wondering if the front axle is talking to the rear axle and which way this is going to end.
They're
up.
just not getting
No,
along?
it's like it's not so much power that it should be terrifying.
What do these
Somewhat.
weigh, roughly?
I don't know. My guess is probably like in the.
Stop getting so technical.
I'm sorry.
It's probably like 45, 5,000.
That's just how I
pounds.
gauge fast.
No, it's
Horsepower,
probably
then
like-
weight,
but
and then I
here's the
make an
thing.
assumption.
It's not fast, it's scary. There's a huge difference.
And I
There's a
tried
huge
to-
difference. I'm sure if I race things in this, it would get beat.
Yeah.
But it's scary getting there because the whole time it's like the rear axle's like, it's like you ever watch dogs run and the back legs are running faster than the front legs?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
The throttle's not exactly consistent. The gearbox kind of does what it wants, and then the steering is like a suggestion box.
Yeah. It
Sug-
totally is.
Suggestion box.
So at 60 miles an hour on the freeway, you're just kind of like,
Just riding the grooves.
yeah.
Just
Like I don't like to drive this thing over 60.
The shorter wheelbase makes it definitely sketchy, but the power delivery it just always seems like it just seems like it kind of wants to kill you, which apparently is just like a ECU tune away. That's what Justin said, that we just haven't done because you can only do it with PCs and we only own Macs. So that's why it still drives.
It's going to stay that way forever, is basically what you're saying.
So it's a 74.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to be discreet about telling you, but apparently I'm gonna.
Hey, Matt, what year is it?
Hey, it's 1974.
Boom.
1974.
I'm confused about all this. You guys just told me all these stories about how fast and scary it is and how
Not
sketchy
fast.
it is.
Sketchy.
Well,
it's just sketchy.
well, you said
it's
it
quick.
could-
It's definitely quick, but it's sketchy quick, which is fun because it makes it feel like. Because I was ripping next to him in the Raptor, and I'm sure the Raptor would have blown my doors off, but it felt like I was going really fast.
So Justin, that used to work for me full time, who lives in Florida now, put this all together for us at NSP Performance. Did a great job. He actually still works with us on various other projects, including a new project that's in Gymkhana 10.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I wonder what
If you've
that
seen
might
the
be.
trailer, You might have an idea what it is.
yeah,
The real fans know.
yeah. Love that it's still featuring a car from my son in the
Got to have the trinkets.
cup holder.
I mean, like, look at the shifter. It's like the shifter looks like it's out of a brand new car.
Oh, this Johnny. I was like, wait, this thing's manual? You just said, oh, there it is. I'm not used to four-wheel and stuff like that,
yeah.
so excuse me, I
You're
apologize.
not a four-wheeler?
I know I'm being judged heavily right now. Yeah, that does look like a brand new shifter. Even the manual mode works and everything?
I actually didn't drive it in manual mode, and I'm imagining it's actually probably better. It downshifts, like it's way too aggressive on its downshift.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Should I just do the honors?
Yeah.
It's definitely got a nice tone to it. It's got a nice tone.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. What is that just straight pipes? That's spicy. That's nice. This thing sounds dope. Lucy built a good car. You guys did good.
I'm pretty stoked that my wife has such good taste.
Yeah, that's definitely a plus. This could be an Accord or something.
Or a minivan.
No shade to my girlfriend who drives an Accord.
Did you look underneath? So you can see where they shoehorned in
Oh
the newer trans and the transfer case. It's kind of wild how much pinion angles in there.
That drive shaft. I figured it was like a Bluetooth drive shaft.
So it's got obviously the 5.2, what is this called? The Turbomac off-road or something like that?
Oh, Brian, I'm so glad you asked. That's a TurboMac HG. It's a cast wheel. It's got a faux lock, bro lock.
Pro lock.
And they're available right now online.
Woo!
I see
I
see some Curry axles.
It's got a Curry
Are
9
those
inch in the back.
Willwood brakes?
It's got Willwood 6 pots in the front and 4 pots in the rear.
All right.
Toyota tires.
It's got Open Country MTs.
I didn't even realize these were
Beltec
50/52s.
suspension?
Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Beltec.
Matter of fact.
Nice set of Recaros in here. Oh, steering wheel.
Of course. The steering wheel that everyone's mad about because they can't buy it anymore because it's sold out in a few hours. Sorry, guys.
How much are they going for on eBay?
But you can still get those odometer gauges. If that thing's like $1,400 on eBay right now, it's crazy.
$1,400.
Resellers. Cuts of the screen grab right here.
$1,400. Get it on eBay.
Resellers.
So are we making more of those?
I guess we probably should.
Comment below if we should make more of these. It sounds like this thing has everything you need to do burnouts.
Yeah, it has everything you need to do burnouts. Like, to me, this is what you saw in movies about California as a kid. Like Point Break, although in Point Break it's a K5 Blazer. But like the dudes who are like they're the guys that start the fight with Keanu and blah 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 blah. They drove this and they like drove it up onto their lawn and they were all getting out the back and like exiting through the roll cage.
The cheap lines to a bunker race.
I was like, that's clearly what you need to be cool in California is one of these. And you guys bought it for Park City instead.
I think Matt is phoning in a burnout. Hey Matt, are you phoning in a burnout?
I'm phoning in a burnout. I'm calling it an emergency burnout right now.
So this whole thing right here kind of gives it brake pressure as if you had a brake booster, but as you'll see, there's no room for a brake booster here because the engine's in the way.
Counterclockwise, so left. All the way left.
Oh, I'm about to stop.
Okay, leave it like there.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this.
So why don't you just take it for a quick little space race? Feel it first. Feel what it's got. You only have front brakes.
Yeah, so just
Well, you still got a little rear brake, but it's fine.
Power steering on this.
It's nice. I know.
My T40 doesn't even have power steering.
I know. Just do it.
I don't know how I ended up in this seat.
yeah, I feel.
Take it for a little run first.
This thing's got some pep. Yeah. It's got like a lazy hit, and then it goes. Whoop.
Yeah, that's that Russian
Yeah.
roulette. That's that Russian roulette
Yeah.
engagement I
It's
was talking
literally
about.
It's literally like whoop, just out of nowhere. Surprise.
What you want to do now is just roll and then floor it. That's the sensation you need. So just get to a roll and then give it a little flooring.
You gonna hop in? How did we?
How did we end up in
This doesn't make sense.
the boss's wife's car?
You know, it's always interesting when other random people let us do it, but it's even more interesting to me that he's letting us do it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not the RS200.
Oh, you got the
No, you gotta put it in
drive?
Put it in drive so you feel the engagement. So
Well, no, it wasn't drive for
Oh,
the
okay.
first lines, but you want me to rolling start now?
Yeah, roll start.
Ready, set.
Yeah.
Yo, that upper.
Yeah.
I want to stretch the legs on this thing. If it had AC, Lucy, I'd give you a 10 out of 10. But since it doesn't, it's a 9 out of 10. We can work on that later thing anytime. Hey, Kakawa!
What?
How do you feel about it?
Looks pretty scary.
It's pretty dope. You want to come for a ride?
Come for a ride.
Yes, come on, come on.
Every time I get in a car, bad things happen with you.
Wait,
Come on.
bad things.
See?
What?
What are we doing?
Just a run.
Where's the oh shit handles?
It's right here.
You have the seatbelts on?
Since Kakao's doing
I was
it.
gonna say,
Since Kakao's doing it, I'm gonna be
safety first.
Well, he's convinced me that we're wrecking this thing, so
I know. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, put it in one. Oh, for the Bernie. Yeah.
this thing's gonna work. I might even walk it into some donuts.
What?
I might walk it into some donuts. It's got it. I can feel it. It's got it. It's got it. Are the wheels still? Brakes aren't working now.
At all?
Just push it. I'm full locked on the brake.
Are you in first?
Yeah. Should I
You
try
didn't-
driving again?
Yeah, maybe try to drive
Oh
again.
yeah, the brake pressure is gone. I think we need to readjust it.
You have no brake pressure.
Well, no, it's there, but this is the brake pressure.
Pump it a little bit. Oh yeah.
Is it actually two-wheel drive?
Too little high.
Two-wheel high?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too high.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't burn.
Pump the brake.
It's going to the floor.
Yeah. That's. I think
Hey,
we.
Brian,
I think we need to tighten up.
Yeah, pump the.
Yeah, we need-
Already broke it, Hurt. You already broke it.
This isn't my fault.
Sorry, Lucy.
It can't be my fault.
It's cool.
How is it my fault?
I'm gonna send you the divorce bill. Can't wait. Wow. No really? Way. Oh yeah. Although it's the front diff, and we don't need the front diff.
This is
horse shit.
Smells like butterscotch.
Yeah, it's
smells like brake
Do
fluid.
this.
Yeah.
Smells like brake fluid.
I didn't do this.
Yeah. It's on top of the diff.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's the T
Yeah.
on top of the diff.
Yeah. You need a line wrench or something. Looks like we got a bad junction here. Actually, I think there's.
It actually is a bad junction. That is what we have. Oh,
We're still saying it's not
Really?
It's not my fault. I'm a part of the tests. Like this is we. No. We.
Who's we?
We. You're in here. He's here. He put the water down. Joey's shooting it, so he's a part of it. Zach brought it here. We. It's Brian's idea. We, and it's Ken's vehicle.
Did we break it?
We broke it. See, Brian.
Collective we.
I don't
There's
think
no way
that's
I couldn't have broke this by myself that quickly.
It's
we all had
possible.
to come together.
So we all getting
Yeah,
fired?
we all had to come together to break this
So
together.
we're getting fired.
Are we getting fired?
Damn it! All I did was sit here.
It's you know what? It's because you put your seatbelt on.
You know what, Dan? Dan? There's a good chance I may actually have a soft line we can replace that with. What are the
How
chances?
long?
What are the chances are it's 2 inches short?
Pretty good.
Whoever's in charge of this for brake line stuff, stop putting that right there where I have to go over
That's
this.
always so
Annoying.
Hurt, what'd you do?
I did not. All I did was press the brakes and smash the gas. I promise.
That's pretty much what you're supposed to do.
What'd you say? Turn on some music. I turned it on. How do you make it? Are you? Oh, no, he's not.
He's watching you touch things.
No, he's not gonna.
He sees you touching
Yeah,
it.
no, he's not paying attention to us.
He is paying attention to us. He's paying attention
He's
to
not
everything.
paying attention to us. You got Bluetooth? Let's get some classical going up in this, Johnny. I know you got classical music. We can't get the radio work, so we're getting our own party. You in on this?
You got stereo sound for the
Oh, Scott is about to break out the happy feet. I know what happens when this kind of music comes on. Come on, let's hit. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Scalpel.
Is it blocks? Does it run? Just like that, it's nighttime. I think they fixed it because it's just sitting here with no one around it. Let's find out.
You gonna let him drive it again?
He only broke it once so far.
Where's Kakawa? Oh man, he's not gonna
Kyle
ride.
went home. It's late.
It is late. Oh man,
The worst that could happen. Have we said that before?
Yeah, we say that a lot here. And I'll tell you, we always outdo ourselves. You don't need a seatbelt where you're going.
Oh,
That's good. Don't say that. Under here.
Oh, shit. Go from below. Lower. Yo, get over. Fire right now.
Woo! To the rescue.
Manifold. It's still going. Watch out.
Watch out for the pop.
Waiting.
you good?
You broke it.
I can't be.
All right, pop it, but be careful. Be careful.
Just had him my plate. No, this one. Hey, hold on. Is there another fire extinguisher anywhere?
Yes, we have a bug.
It hurt.
It hurt. Remember when we said don't bag it? Obviously, don't set it on fire.
It was something right on the. It's like a line sitting right above the headers, and the headers were glowing. So.
Oh yeah. The headers are still glowing.
Yeah.
There is no worm.
Yeah.
It's not past tense. It's 2 minutes later. They're still glowing.
I tried to get.
Oh well, that was fun. Well,
I can't believe we did this. Sorry, I'm so sorry that we did this, Lucy. I promise it won't happen again. I tried to make it donut, but it wouldn't do that, so I
Just glad it wasn't me.
this is why. This is a smart man. This is how you get 13 years of marriage. You let other people do dumb things like this.
fire of the month. Well,
I mean, it wasn't. It was something above the headers, and the headers were glowing
yo,
red.
that thing rips.
Yeah,
That thing rips. That was a nice.
That was a nice. That was a nice.
Yeah.
that
I'm
was a
just
good
sitting
burn.
down in my dunce chair for catching.
I think it's your rap right now. You get-
That's all right!
No, I want to point out. I want to point out that's when he realizes the seatbelt is not unhooking.
Nice job, Bert.
I almost died.